Before you go to sleep tonight, I want you to do one simple thing. Walk to your front door, stand still for a moment, and look at what is really there. Because the mistake you are making at that entrance may be silently blocking the money, the favor, the peace, and the divine opportunities God has been trying to send into your life. And I need you to stay with me until the end, because this is not just about cleaning a doorway, moving a pair of shoes, or making your house look nice. This is about understanding that your front door is more than wood, metal, glass, or paint. Spiritually, your front door represents access. It represents arrival. It represents what is allowed to come into your home, your family, your finances, your mind, and your future. Every day you pass through that door. But many people never realize that the condition of their entrance often reflects the condition of their expectation. When the front door is covered with dust, surrounded by clutter, blocked by old shoes, dead plants, broken objects, trash, unpaid bills, or things that carry a heavy feeling, it sends a message without words. It says, "I am not ready." It says, "There is no room for something new." It says, "The old season is still standing in the way." And listen carefully, because this may be the word you needed today. God can open doors no man can shut, but you must be willing to prepare yourself to walk through them. Many people pray for financial breakthrough, but their environment still carries the spirit of delay. They ask God for increase, but their entrance is filled with reminders of lack. They ask for peace, but the first thing they see when they come home is disorder. They ask for a new season, but they keep the old season sitting right at the door. This is not about fear. This is not about superstition. This is about alignment. The Bible teaches us that God is a God of order, not confusion. And when you begin to bring order into the places you have ignored, something begins to shift inside you. Your faith becomes stronger. Your mind becomes clearer. Your spirit becomes lighter. Your home begins to feel different. And when your home feels different, your decisions become different. Your energy becomes different. And the way you receive opportunity becomes different. Some of you have been wondering why money comes in and leaves so quickly. Some of you have been asking why, every time you are close to a breakthrough, something unexpected happens. Some of you have been feeling like there is an invisible wall between you and the life God promised you. But today, I believe the Lord is opening your eyes to something simple but powerful. He is showing you that the entrance to your home must become a place of welcome, not resistance. A place of blessing, not burden. A place of peace, not pressure. A place that says, "Lord, this home is ready for your favor." So before this video ends, I am going to show you exactly what mistake to stop making, what to remove from your front door, and what powerful declaration to speak over your home so that your entrance becomes a doorway of divine flow, protection, wisdom, wealth, and new opportunities. But right now, I want you to interact with this message by faith. If you believe God is preparing to open a new financial door for you, type in the comments, "God opened the door of blessing for me." And if this message is already speaking to your spirit, subscribe to this channel because you are not here by accident. You are being prepared for a new season, and the blessing that is coming into your life may begin with the door you walk through every single day. Now, let's talk about the one mistake that so many people are making at their front door without even realizing it. And this mistake is simple, but spiritually, emotionally, and financially. It can be powerful, leaving clutter, dirt-broken objects, and dead energy sitting at the entrance of your home. Listen closely, because your front door is the first place that welcomes you when you come home. And it is also the place that symbolically welcomes new opportunities, new ideas, new relationships, new income, and new blessings into your life. But when that entrance is blocked, messy, dark, neglected, or filled with things that no longer carry life, it can begin to reflect a deeper message. There is no space for the new. Some people have old shoes piled up beside the door, bags they never unpacked, boxes they promised to move months ago, dusty decorations, broken umbrellas, cracked pots, dead plants, old mail, unpaid bills, trash, or random items that have been sitting there so long they have become invisible. You no longer notice them, but your spirit notices. Your mind notices. Your home notices. And when you walk past that mess every single day, it quietly trains your heart to accept disorder as normal. But God did not create you to live in disorder. God is a God of order, peace, increase, wisdom, and preparation. When he was preparing the promised land, he did not tell his people to think small. He told them to move, believe, obey, and prepare. And for some of you, preparation begins right at your front door. This is not about worshiping objects, fearing objects, or believing. Your blessing depends on a plant, a mat, or a decoration. No, your blessing comes from God. Your provision comes from God. Your open door comes from God. But your environment can either support your faith or constantly remind you of delay, confusion, and lack. A dead plant at the entrance can become a silent picture of something that should have been removed long ago. A broken item near the door can represent an old season you keep stepping over instead of letting go. Dirt and dust can represent neglect, not because God is angry about dust, but because your heart may have stopped paying attention to the very place where you enter and exit your future every day. Many people say, "Lord, bless me with more," but they are still holding on to things that belong to the last chapter. They say, "Lord, send financial increase," but their front door is crowded with reminders of stress, unpaid pressure, and unfinished business. They say, "Lord, open a new door," but the physical door they touch every morning is surrounded by heaviness. Today, God is not condemning you. He is waking you up. He is saying, "My child, make room. Make room for peace. Make room for discipline. Make room for wisdom. Make room for money to come and stay. Make room for divine connections. Make room for the phone call, the opportunity, the client, the promotion, the idea, the business, the miracle that you have been praying for." And here is something powerful when you clean your front door area with faith. You are not just changing the outside of your house, you are making a declaration in the spirit that says, "I am no longer available for lack. I am no longer making space for confusion. I am preparing my home for the favor of God." So today, look at your entrance honestly. What is sitting there that feels heavy? What is broken? What is dead? What is dirty? What has been ignored for too long? Remove it. Clean it. Bless that space and let your front door become a place of welcome again. And if this message is speaking to you, type in the comments, "I am making room for God's blessing." Like this video, share it with someone who needs a financial breakthrough, and subscribe to this channel because in the next part, we are going even deeper into why disorder at your entrance can block the divine flow of money, favor, and opportunity in your life. Now let's go deeper, because many people hear the word clutter and think, it is just a little mess. It is not that serious. But spiritually, clutter is often more than a mess. Clutter can become a signal of delay, resistance, confusion, and unfinished cycles. And when that clutter is sitting at your front door, the place where you enter and exit your home every single day, it begins to speak to your mind, your habits, your emotions, and even your faith. This is why disorder can block money, not because God is unable to bless you, and not because an object has more power than God, but because disorder rejects divine flow. Money usually does not arrive as magic. Money often arrives through ideas, discipline, timing, wisdom, people opportunities, courage, creativity, and obedience. But when your life is surrounded by confusion, when your entrance is crowded with old things, when your home keeps reminding you of stress instead of possibility, you may miss the very opportunity God is placing in front of you. A cluttered entrance can quietly create a cluttered mind. A cluttered mind makes delayed decisions. Delayed decisions miss open doors. Missed open doors can become missed income, missed promotions, missed clients, missed partnerships, and missed divine appointments. That is why this message is so important. God may be trying to bless you, but you must be ready to recognize the blessing when it comes. Think about this. If a guest of honor were coming to your home, would you leave trash, dirt, broken objects, and dead plants at the entrance? No, you would prepare the doorway. You would clean the path. You would make space. You would open the door with expectation. In the same way, when you are believing God for financial increase, you must begin to live like someone who is expecting favor. You must prepare your environment like someone who believes heaven is sending something better. The problem is, many people pray for a new season while still protecting the atmosphere of the old season. They ask for wealth but tolerate disorder. They ask for peace but live surrounded by pressure. They ask for open doors but keep stepping over objects that should have been removed a long time ago. And sometimes the thing blocking your next level is not a demon, not a curse, not bad luck, and not another person. Sometimes it is the silent agreement you made with neglect. You said, "I will clean it later." You said, "It does not matter." You said, "I am too tired." You said, "This is just how life is right now." But today, God is calling you out of that agreement. He is saying, "My child, I have more for you, but I need you to make room." When the entrance of your home becomes clean, open and bright and peaceful, something changes inside you. You begin to feel worthy of better. You begin to think clearer. You begin to move with more intention. You begin to understand that wealth is not only about receiving money, but also about becoming the kind of person who can steward money, multiply money, protect money, and use money with wisdom. Divine flow requires order. Blessing requires capacity. Increase requires preparation. And your front door is a powerful place to begin. So today, do not just ask God to send money. Ask Him to make you ready for the money. Ask Him to remove confusion from your mind, heaviness from your home, fear from your heart, and disorder from your path. Then take action. Clean the entrance. Remove what is dead. Throw away what is broken. Clear the path. Let your doorway say, "This home is ready for peace. This home is ready for favor. This home is ready for wealth. This home is ready for the goodness of God." And if you receive this message, type in the comments, "I am ready for divine flow." Like this video if you believe God is bringing order into your finances. Share it with someone who has been praying for a breakthrough, and subscribe to this channel, because in the next part, I will show you exactly what to do today at your front door to invite peace, protection, financial wisdom, and God's blessing into your home. Now that you understand why disorder at your front door can interrupt the flow of peace, clarity, money favor, and opportunity, It is time to do something about it today. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when life becomes easier. Today. Because sometimes the breakthrough you are praying for begins with one simple act of obedience. I want you to go to your front door and look at it with spiritual eyes, not with guilt, not with fear, but with expectation. Ask yourself, does this entrance look ready to welcome the blessing of God? If the answer is no, do not be ashamed. Just begin. First, clean the area around your front door. Sweep away the dirt, the dust, the leaves, the old energy, and anything that has been sitting there too long. Wipe the door, wipe the handle clean, the floor, shake out the mat, and make the entrance feel fresh again. As you clean, do not just think of it as housework. Think of it as a declaration. Every sweep says, I am removing confusion. Every wipe says, I am making room for peace. Every item you throw away says, I am no longer carrying the weight of the old season. Then look for anything broken, dead heavy, or unnecessary. If there is a dead plant, remove it. If there are broken shoes, cracked pots, old boxes, trash bags, useless objects, or anything that makes the entrance feel crowded and neglected, take it away. Do not keep stepping over the same thing and calling it normal. Sometimes we get so used to disorder that we forget we have the authority to change it. God has given you authority over your space, your atmosphere, your home, and your decisions. Your home should not be a place where lack feels comfortable. Your entrance should not be a place where heaviness waits for you. Your front door should become a point of welcome, a place of peace, a sign that your household is ready for the goodness of the Lord. After you remove what does not belong, bring something life-giving into that space. It can be a clean mat, a healthy plant, a small light, a simple decoration, or even a written scripture or affirmation near the door that reminds you of God's provision. But remember, the power is not in the object. The power is in your faith, your obedience, your intention, and the God who blesses your home. Once the entrance is clean, stand in front of your door. Place your hand on the door or on the handle. Take a deep breath and speak with faith. Say, Lord, I dedicate this home to you. Let every door of lack, confusion, fear, delay, and financial struggle be closed. Let every door of wisdom, peace, favor, wealth, protection, divine connections, and new opportunity be opened. Bless everyone who enters this home. Protect everyone who leaves this home. Let money come with peace. Let opportunities come with wisdom. Let this house be filled with your presence, your provision, and your blessing. Speak it like you believe it because your words carry agreement. Do not declare defeat over your home and then wonder why your spirit feels heavy. Declare blessing. Declare order. Declare increase. Declare protection. Declare that your family will not live under the pressure of lack forever. Declare that God is teaching you how to receive, manage, multiply, and protect what He places in your hands. And after you do this, I want you to come back to this video and type in the comments, "My home is ready for God's blessing." Like this video if you are cleaning your entrance by faith today. Share it with someone who needs a fresh start and subscribe to this channel. Because in the final part, we are going to speak a powerful blessing over your home, your finances, your family, and every new door God is opening in your life. Before this message ends, I want you to hear this clearly. God is opening a new door for you. The season of feeling stuck, delayed, overlooked, and financially pressured is not the final chapter of your life. The door you have been praying for may not open the way you expected, and it may not come through the person you thought would help you. But when God decides to open a door, no amount of rejection, delay, fear, or confusion can keep you out of what He has prepared for you. And maybe this is why this message reached you today. Maybe God is showing you that the condition of your front door was never just about the outside of your house. It was a picture of something deeper. It was a reminder that you are stepping out of an old season and preparing to enter a new one. When you clean that entrance, remove what is dead, clear away what is broken, and bless the place where you come and go. You are declaring by faith, Lord, I am ready. I am making room. I am no longer living as if lack is my identity. You are not chasing money in fear. You are aligning your life with order, wisdom, peace, and expectation. You are saying, God, teach me how to receive what you send, manage what you provide, multiply what you place in my hands, and bless others through the abundance you bring into my life. Some of you have been carrying financial stress for so long that you stopped expecting anything to change. You smiled on the outside, but inside you were tired. You paid one bill and another one appeared. You tried to save, but something always happened. You prayed, but the door still seemed closed. But I want to remind you today that delay is not denial. A closed door is not always punishment. Sometimes God closes a door because it was too small for where He is taking you. Sometimes He removes something because it was draining the strength you need for your next assignment. Sometimes He allows you to feel uncomfortable in the old place because He is preparing your faith for a greater place. And now, as you stand at your front door, I want you to see it differently. Do not see it as an ordinary door. See it as a symbol of transition. See it as the place where your household leaves fear and enters faith. See it as the place where lack is no longer welcomed and blessing is received with gratitude. See it as the place where every person who enters your home steps into peace, and every person who leaves your home walks under divine protection. I declare over you today that your home will not be a home of confusion. Your home will not be a home of constant lack. Your home will not be a place where stress rules the atmosphere. Your home will become a place of peace, order, protection, provision, wisdom, and increase. I declare that God is opening doors of opportunity, doors of favor, doors of income, doors of healing, doors of restoration, doors of divine connections, and doors of unexpected blessings. I declare that what was blocked will begin to move, what was delayed will begin to arrive, and what was heavy will begin to lift. Receive this by faith. Your front door will no longer represent what you lost. It will represent what God is bringing next. And if you believe this word is for you, type in the comments, God is opening a new door for me. Like this video as an act of faith, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe to this channel so we can keep walking together into healing, wisdom, wealth, and divine breakthrough. May God bless your home, your family, your finances, your decisions, your work, your dreams, and every door you are about to walk through. The new season is not far away. It begins with faith, it begins with obedience, and for you, it may begin right at your front door.